Good morning. Today we are going to study about the cell, its structure and functions. The cell, as we know, is the basic structural unit of life, and it is the building block of life. It was discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. Now, how did he discover it? You know what he did? He took thin slices of cork. Cork is part of a bark of tree which is cut into thin slices. Now he put the cork under a very simple microscope and observed it. What did he see? He saw that the cork under the microscope looked like small boxes, like the patterns of a honeycomb. He also saw that the cells, that each box were surrounded by walls. Then he named each box cell, and that is how the term cell was coined by Robert Hooke in 1665. As you can see in this picture, there are small cells in this, and they look like blocks. This is the picture of iodine stained onion peel cells. We've peeled an onion and observed it. We put iodine dye on it and observed it under a simple microscope. So it is looking like bricks. Bricks, when a building is made, so bricks are placed to make the building. So these cells are also placed like this, like a brick. So that is why we call the cell building blocks of life. And as we learned earlier, it is the basic structural unit of life. That means it gives the structure to the organism. And all organisms, they differ from one another, as we know. All organisms differ from one another, but all organisms are made up of cells. And inside the body of the organism, it is the cells only which perform the complex functions. So we all are made of cells, may it be a plant or a monkey or any organism. The basic structure is made up of cell, and all the functions, all the complex functions are also performed within that cell. Organisms can be unicellular or multicellular. Uni means one, so unicellular is single celled, and multi means many, so multicellular organisms are made up of more than one cells. So here two pictures are given. One is of amoeba and one is of paramecium. So these two are unicellular organisms, and all the functions that amoeba and paramecium performs are done in that one cell only, like eating the food, capturing the food first of all, eating it, digesting it, respiration, excretion, reproduction, growth, everything is performed in this single cell. One important point is that the egg of a hen is a single cell, and it is the only single cell which can be seen by unaided eye. It is a single cell. Here we can see the picture of amoeba. When we observe something under a microscope, we use dye or stain to give color to it so that it can be seen clearly. Here is a picture of amoeba cell, which is a single celled animal or a unicellular animal, and you can see these are pseudopodia or false feet. Pseudo means false, podia means feet. So these pseudopodia help to capture the food in movement. Whenever needed, this amoeba can take out a false feet, or a pseudopodia is formed which helps the amoeba to feed, to move, and also to grow. So the amoeba can change its shape and do all its functions with the help of the pseudopodia. Now in multicellular organisms, there are a number of cells. and all the cells are having some or the other shape. As we saw earlier, the shape of the cell of amoeba is not fixed. It can change its shape. But in multicellular organism, mostly the cells have a fixed shape. And how is the shape? It depends on the function. Generally, cells are oval, round or spherical, as in red blood cells. Sometimes cells are long and elongated, as in muscle cells. Here picture is given. You can see red blood cell which is spherical in shape. Muscle cells are spindle shaped like a spindle, long and elongated. And we have the nerve cell which is long, elongated, and it is also branched. So the shape of a cell depends on what function it performs in the body of the organism. Now each cell is covered by a cell membrane. The cell membrane gives shape to the cell. In addition, plant cells also have cell wall which gives shape as well as rigidity to the cell.